Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can tell, this video is all about art. But not just any art. This video is about One Punch Man art. So basically, if you guys did not know what the One Punch Man is, it's basically a Japanese anime show about this man who can beat any monster with just one punch. We actually watched this show with my dad and my two other sisters. We actually watched in the subbed version, which means in Japanese and not in English, which is the dubbed version. You can find this show on Netflix and Hulu. It's really good. And quick fun fact, my dad is actually learning Japanese as we speak. He's really good at it, and he watches anime Japanese shows so he can get better, but also just because we enjoy watching them. So, as you can already tell, I already have this drawn. I did not copy this off of something like through a screen. I actually just looked at it from a photo and completely just drew it on my notebook, which I'm really proud of myself for doing that because I feel like it looks so great. So in this video, I will be coloring it in. So I basically just made this video to share my love of art with you guys. Now I'll put in the description down below if you want me to make a video on how to draw the One Punch Man. Or if you want to, you can just watch the video, or you can follow along by coloring in a drawing you may have drawn recently this week. Now let's get straight into the video, guys. Now before I get this video started, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and put on your post notifications so you know when I post more videos, and like this video if you like it. Now to start off, this is the drawing that I copied my drawing after. So basically, I'm going to start with coloring in his face, because I feel like that brings the whole drawing together a lot more when you give the character skin color, and it really makes the character come alive. So I use color pencils to color my things in rather than markers, because I feel like markers don't mix well with pens that you use to outline your character with, and color pencils just work so easily and well with it. So I use color pencils. You can use whatever you want if you're following along with this video, but I use color pencils. Okay, so it's been a long time of preparation, but before I start, I forgot to add a few of the lines that show his clothes crinkling, which brings the character to life a lot more also. So I'm going to add those real quick, and then I'll get straight into coloring in his face. Okay, so now I'm done. And it's time to move on to coloring in his face. Okay, so I'm just using my peach color pencil over here, which is a really good shade for light skin people. So if you also use color pencils, make sure you're using really nice color pencils that are good with skin tones and clothing tones, just so the colors look all right and nice and good. So guys, I just made a very big artist mistake. Make sure you always, after you draw something with a pencil and then trace over with a pen, remove your pencil marks from behind, otherwise it will totally mess up your drawing once you've already colored it. Then everything will smudge when you try to erase, and it will all just be a very big mess. So do not make this mistake like I almost did, and make sure you erase those pencil marks. So if you're wondering what this circle thing up here is, that is basically the light coming down on his very shiny little bald head, and it's basically supposed to show the shininess of his head right there. Now I'm just going to finish up the last touches. Okay, so this is my final look. A quick art hack is that if you use a white color pencil to shade stuff in, it really works. It is white and makes everything look pastel-y a little bit, but it really smooths everything out, and I use it all the time for shading with color pencils, because shading with color pencils is not like shading with a pencil, so it's much harder, but a white color pencil just makes that work. Okay, so now it's time to work on these two cape pieces right here that attach down to his full cape. So I'm just using my pen to color in these little shiny pins right here, just because a pen is more shiny than a color pencil, and I want this to come out looking super shiny and nice because it's a button and not a piece of cloth. So because the process is so slow, I'm going to speed it up for you guys. after coloring those little beads in, I decided to go over the cape with some white colored pencil just to make it look more white than the actual page is. You can't tell how great it looks right here, but I can more in person. So now I'm just going to do the same thing with this part because it only needs white also. So now that that's done, it's just time to move on to his little outfit, not including his gloves. We'll do the gloves after. But for the outfit, I am going to outline these areas to make them a little darker before I start. But for the outfit, it is sort of a tangyish yellow, so I'm going to mix a yellow and a light orange color pencil because I don't have the exact color. I also added some shading under his chin and by his ear just so you can see. I don't know if you can see. But I also added a smaller ear on the side because his other ear is sort of being hidden. I forgot to add that, but I just added it a minute ago. I am also now adding some shading with a black color pencil. I'm just coloring it light so that it looks like a pretty nice shading. Then I'll the orange and the yellow. I usually don't follow steps, but I really want this to turn out really good, so I am following steps on this one. So I don't know if you guys realize, but I did my own nails like a week ago, and I really like them. I just wanted to show you guys them. Okay, enough about my nails. Time to continue with my drawing. So as you can tell, I used orange as my base coat because it is darker, and yellow as my top coat because it is lighter. And together, they both make a pretty tangy yellow that works perfectly with his little outfit, and I love it so much. To the gloves. I did the shading on the gloves, and now I'm making them darker in the areas where there's less light, and it's giving it all the shading and color that it needs. Sorry for going off screen there for a minute. Now I'm back, and look, it is done. I just added a few more touches with the white color pencil. Oh my gosh, did you guys just see that? I completely was just too aggressive with my white color pencil and just completely broke it. That was like my only good white colored pencil. How could I do that? Okay, I'm gonna put that and repeat very slowly. That was just so sad. Wait, what? Okay guys, I am back with the world's tiniest white color pencil, and I'm going to try to finish this off with it. And done. Time to celebrate. Okay guys, so I just came up with the world's craziest idea. I wanted to make my sketch look more fantastic and amazing. So I kind of decided to pour a bunch of glue on top of it. So I'm gonna go do that, and let's just see how it turns out. Which means you gotta stay tuned till my next video to know what happens. So I'm gonna leave you off with a very might not be sad, might be horrible cliffhanger. So stay tuned on my next video. Bye guys! Okay guys, so here's your cliffhanger. So here I've got my Elmer's glue, and it's time to pour. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so satisfying. I've got to slow this down for you. Now you get your own personal ASMR. It actually looks pretty good. So guys, here's your tiny cliffhanger. So somehow it spilled off the paper and it's now all over my desk. Everything is super sticky and gluey. And it's sort of smudging my drawing. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It's not dry yet. And in my next video, it may not be dry, but maybe it will. So stay tuned for that so you can see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.